right, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in all sincerity. Shalom. This is a very quick one. I got limited battery and I'm on my way somewhere. But I just wanted to do this while it was on my spirit. And this is surrounding in Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, I believe, where it speaks about what communion does light have with darkness, you know, and that's a true statement, you know, and it's something that we really got to take into real consideration with the people that we allow around us, you know, who we build with, talk to, etc., etc. Now, again, the light, you know, again, the scriptures say, Sirach 37, about, you know, continue thou with a godly man whom thou knowest, keepeth the commandments, and that's a key thing. A man that you know that is rehearsing the righteous acts and serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he's in the light. So that's not a lot. So again, you know, we're in this fucked up place, you know. We get, you know, we got family members that are still in the world. We got, you know, a lot of people is what I'm speaking on. It's all varies from person to person, and which is why I'm speaking on it, because in reality, we got to really consider these things, you know. Like, some of our loved ones are in complete gross darkness, but then you got some that they don't know the truth, but they're not completely gone, man. You know, they're not completely gone to the dark side. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that dark side is not all. It's not always the biggest thing that you think to fear. Like, in the senses of, oh, you know, the dark side. Yeah, this nigga, he in the streets. Yeah, that's part of the dark side as well. But a lot of our people are fully joined unto this wicked society. You know, they are fully joined onto this society in their ways, their thoughts, their actions, their beliefs, and they're not letting go of that. So they're in, as the scriptures say in Isaiah, the 60, what is that, the 66th chapter, I believe, that they're in gross darkness. I don't think that's 60, but it's Isaiah, right? That they're in gross darkness. And what does that gross darkness mean? That gross darkness speaks of the idiocy of the society. You just are in complete obliterated. You have no understanding. You have no understanding of what's going on. You're just like I said, you're just a simple ass American. You know, you believe in the voting system. You believe in the democratic system. You think that the presidents, you know, some people like that. That's it. And they don't break no laws. They're not criminals per se, but they are completely gone. And you got to realize that them type of people, you got to let them alone, man. We're in dangerous times. We're in a time of true seriousness, man. The scriptures speak about be sober, be vigilant. You got to understand what's going on out here. Every time you refresh your phone, it's an update where Trump is doing something outrageous and offending countries, which is good. I hope he wakes up tomorrow and does some more offensive shit. But the point of it all is that in being circumspect and watching as well as praying, you see that, hey, man, it could get cracking at any moment, man. How we living right now could change just like that. And that's a spirit, because I'm driving by a little place over where I'm at, and it's a building. And this building was over here for years. It was a little building structure. Let me see. Right? For those, it used to be a this is it right there. You know? For those that understand Atlanta, I'm over in the Panola area. But my point of it all is I saw how it was like that was here for a structure was here, and in a matter of 3 days, that's what you see. It's forgotten about. That's how quick this shit can change, man. Just a structure was here for probably 2+ decades, and it only took them 3 days to make it be removed. That's how quick shit can change. Scriptures speak about it cometh quick. Behold, I see Satan falling as lightning, and I ain't talking about the spiritual demon Satan, which you wacky tacky Christians. That's talking about this elite. What's the guy Alex Jones like to say, you're globalists, you're elitists, because they're your leaders. Whether you elected them, selected them, it doesn't even matter. The Lord chose them to be your leaders, and they're falling. And like I said, it can happen. It's happening fast. Matter of fact, speaking of which, I was just at a Publix, a grocery store here, literally an hour or so ago. And it's Sundays. Now this Publix, man, you can never get a parking. I almost wanted to take a picture, but I'm like, man, whatever, man. I wanted to take a picture. But the point of it all is the parking lot was empty. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I can just park in the front. I ain't got to fight nobody over a parking spot. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I walk in on the doors. They had big printouts saying that the wick was down, right? So I was like, wow, because the wick system is down, you had to turn around and leave. I'm talking about the parking lot was empty. And I was walking out, and you could see all the people walking to the door, reading the paper, and turning right back around, man. You would have swore they would have said that the debit machine was down, or they were only accepting debit, or only accepting cash or something. No, the wick. Just like that. But everybody keep playing. So I'm really, this is a quick little admonishment that really in the spirits, you got to cut off these people that play too fucking much, man. They play. They're not serious. See, when a person is serious, you don't want nobody playing around you. Imagine you a boxer, you training for a championship bout, and you're in your training camp. The people that part of your camp, you got one goofball ass motherfucker in the group. He gonna throw the vibe off. The scriptures say in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, there's a time and a place for everything. And there's a time to be silly. There's a time to joke around. And then there's a time where you need to be fucking serious and realize, hey man, you gotta be tighten up, man. You gotta tighten up. I can't be on the bullshit with you, man. I got this to worry about. I got that to worry about. You don't understand that? All right, well then, you know what? You and your goofy ass, you go that way and I'm gonna go this way, man. That's what I'm speaking to. And this is really a message to the sincere men and women that know what time it is. If you don't know what time it is, really respectfully, if anybody that does know what time it is, should be cutting you the fuck off. Stop playing with these people, man. This ain't the time, man. This is not the time. I was watching a brother video, Amawan Gabbard, right? And I didn't get a chance to watch it all, but hey, in the spirit of what he was saying, that door of grace, man, the grace period is almost over, man. Scriptures say that this word got to be preached to the 4 corners of the earth. The gospel got to go around the world. Has it not? You got so-called Filipinos speak their language, teaching of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You got Israelites around the world teaching. We're in the time. We're in the end. We've been in the end. What am I talking about? Forgive me. We've been in the end, but we're at the very last specks of sand in the hourglass is about to fall through, man. You can feel it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to say we're going to be out of here in 2025, you know, respectfully. A lot of stuff would have to happen in between now. Now, a lot of stuff will happen, but we're talking about biblical prophecies in the name of actually getting us the fuck out of here. And we stand great that those 2 main primary prophecies that we are waiting for right now to come pass, which is hot and heavy, is the MOTB, okay? You just had, I did a lesson the other day of the economists, and on the front of it, they had the human, the figure of the human with the arms in different places, and then it had it had wires coming out of his head and injections in his arms, man. See, RFID technology, which is the MOTB, is about to be the biggest technological advancement in a long time. This is why Elon Musk is within the government right now. He's pushing that. He's going to be the forefront of it through Neuralink and so many others. But again, leave it to the majority of people. They're on playtime and bullshit. Still playing. Keep playing. But for the men and women that understand what I'm saying in the spirit, man, cut them niggas that play too much off, man. Or wean yourself the fuck off from them, man. Some gonna be cold. Whereas it's like, man, I ain't dealing with this shit no more. Goodbye. And that might be close, near, and dear family members. That's really what it come down to, man. Yahushua told us that he was going to send a variance, man. All right, divisions. Where do you think those divisions are going to come from? It's not weight belts. They ain't talking about your banner, you know, what featherweight and shit like that. This ain't talking about them type of divisions and variances. This is going to come from ideologies and thought processes. Ain't nobody got time for the foolish, man. That's it. And this was inspired through the spirit of the bullshit of my families. And I said to myself, and that's why I'm putting this out there, I said to myself, I said, man, I'm done with this phase. I'm done with this phase of dealing with so-called family and all that bullshit. Only really respectfully outside of my family, hey, my mother, that's my mother. That's about it, man. Everybody else is on bullshit time. Everybody else, and I'm speaking on my end, I'm not, you handle it how you feel, but this is just a, you know, giving it an admonishment or advice in the senses of, you got to think, man, the Lord say, how can two walk together unless they be agreed, man? And that's real. Stop trying to walk with people. I'm speaking to myself first. That's why I'm able to say this through the spirit. Hey, stop trying to walk with people that ain't trying to walk with you. Oh my God. Okay. Hey, let me get this light. Salakia. Somebody broke down in front of me. But yeah, I'm about to close up here even in a second anyway. But nevertheless, just putting that out there to whoever need to hear it in the spirit, man. Just understand, man. Stop trying to make squares fit in your circle, man. That might be the title. Stop trying to make these squares fit in your circle. The Lord gave you a circle to fit in, so just stay there. Stop feeling you're being over righteous, trying to make things to be the way that, except for what the Lord wanted. If the Lord wanted certain people to be right, they be right. Scriptures say that which is crooked can't be made straight. Yeah, that's talking about Esau, but the 2/3. And a lot of the 2/3 is our family. That's a lot of our fathers, our mothers, our brothers and sisters are a part of the 2/3. So whoever it applies to in any way, shape, or form, man, just accept that as what it is and move accordingly, man, because you leaving space for motherfuckers to sell you out and fuck you over, man. Straight up. So with that, I'm going to close this up. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders. Shalom.